We are going to be doing an all signs reading for Capricorn season. All right, so take in a deep breath, connect with that inner source of yours. Now, I haven't been doing the face view as we are just doing construction on this entire room. So I'm just doing my best to leave it a surprise in the best ways it is that I can. All right, but we're going to go live today before the end of the year for Capricorn season. It's going to be timestamped. So afterwards, or if anyone would like to, in the comments below, if you are here, put it in the comments below. The universe is always conspiring in my favor. We're going to be starting off with earth signs. Happy birthday, Capricorn. Okay, happy birthday to all of the Capricorns out there. Yes, if you are here, put it in the comments below so that I know that you're here. The universe is always conspiring in my favor. Put an emoji, but let me know that you are here. We're going to be doing also the mini readings at the end, if anyone would like a little mini reading. Hello, Kai. How are you? Yes, in my favor. The universe is always conspiring in my favor. So we're going to start off with earth signs, and we're going to go through all of the signs. It is going to be time stamped. Now, remember that we do have more than one sign in our chart. So you might be a Pisces sun, but if the rest of your sign is Gemini, go watch the Gemini readings, so just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't for the next person. Feel free to put where you have Capricorn in the comments below as well. My Capricorn is in the 4th house. Now, it's an empty house for me. I have no placements of Capricorn, but it is in my 4th house, which rules home and family. And I realized that as I was reconstructing this room and home, I was like, oh, 4th house, home. All right, yes, let me know that you are here by putting a comment in the comments below. Put the universe is always conspiring in my favor or an emoji. We're going to start off with the Capricorn, not Capricorn, but earth signs in general. If anyone would like to be a moderator, feel free to put a rose in the comments below, and I will give you authority to be a moderator in the comments. All right, and as always, moderators, feel free to email me afterwards. You could get in a 1-card reading. All right, but let's get in for the earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Where do you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart? Feel free to go check it out. Put it in the comments below. Let's see what Capricorn season has coming in for you. Now, feel free, if you would like a mini reading, you can Cash App, PayPal, Goddess Energy 444. All right, let's get into it. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We don't do earth signs as often. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo for the season of Capricorn. For Capricorn season, go check out where you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart. What do we have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for Capricorn season? What do we have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for Capricorn season? Now, Capricorns, you're going to be feeling this the most. And let me just give a message too for all signs before we go through the readings. Capricorn season is all about your foundation. So as far as the magic of Capricorn season, it has to do with Saturn. It has everything to do with planning, with discipline, with structures, foundations. That could be within you. It could be without of you. So Saturn for Capricorn season, no matter what sign you are, Saturn will come in, scan your energetic field, see the missing points and spots, reveal them to you. But only for you to have a strong foundation, because listen, Linda, listen, we have that very magical transit that's happening in February with Saturn. So you want to tap in for Capricorn season. This Capricorn season has everything to do with the magic you'll be able to manifest February 2026. We have Neptune and Saturn coming together. Dreams do come true. We have the extremely logical disciplinary Saturn, the extremely dreamy Neptune. What happens when those two come together? Your dreams are realer than reality. And that's what the transit of February is bringing for the entire collective. But again, feel free to tap into the energy, work with Capricorn season. Your work with Saturn over the next 35 days is crucial to what's coming in for February 2026. All right, tap in. Yes, put it in the comments below. The universe is always conspiring in my favor. We are about to start with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn over here. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns. Yes, put it in the comments below if you would like to be a moderator. Hello, 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 everyone. We're going to be doing all signs. We will timestamp it afterwards. We're going to start off with the earth signs. It's your birthday, Capricorn. So happy birthday to all the Capricorn energies. Put it in the comments below where it is that you have Capricorn. Capricorn's my 4th house. Let's get in this message over here. If you're just joining now, we did give an overall message of Capricorn season. No matter what sign you are, work with Saturn this season. It's not always comfortable. Saturn is your primer. We have over, this is actually sponsored in the video, so that's even why I have it too. But primer, right? You're painting. That's why we have this here. I'm painting this entire room and destroying it to recreate it anew. But again, with that, Saturn is going to be your foundation. It's going to be revealed to you the parts of your foundation to work on, to solidify within and without for all signs. And again, let me tell you, February 2026, dreams are realer than reality. You're going to start seeing people live their dream life. Manifestation is becoming quicker and quicker. All right, we've been talking about the law of mentalism. All starts in the mind. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, tap in. All of us have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn somewhere in our birth charts. Feel free to put it in the comments below or say hello to your neighbor. Now for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs, we do have Ma'at. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is divine order because Ma'at represents divine order. All right, because we do have Ma'at, divine justice, cosmic order, order of the cosmos, divine order. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Do you have not even do you have. There's a lot of Ma'at and like spiritual court energy in your energetic field. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs. I mean, you know, for you to be an earth sign, especially if you're a Capricorn in Saturn season, which is ruled by Capricorn, it's a lot of order. All right, so earth signs, there's a whole lot of order coming in for you. Let's see what it is. Let's see. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Happy New Year to those who celebrate. All right. We're going to be answering some questions to you. You already know how it goes. Our spiritual conversations with all of our spiritual besties. Feel free to put it in the comments below. Now, we are going to be doing some tarot readings today. If any conversations pop up, this is our time for a Soul Tribe chat as well and some mystery school teachings. All right, what's this divine order coming in? I'm going to grab from this deck. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you could have it anywhere in your chart. Feel free to watch the reading for wherever you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart. We're going to do water signs next. All right, Patreon, we do have a video that just uploaded for you. What do we have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Earth signs on divine order. Like for you to have Ma'at upon your energetic field. This is true divine order. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what do we have for divine order and Ma'at? What do we have for divine order and Ma'at? Temple path, man holding a coin. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, let's grab some, actually just tarot. We're going to be doing some like 10-minute readings, 15-minute readings for each of the group of the signs. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of those who celebrate. And if you don't celebrate it, how do you celebrate it? All right, for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we have the Temple Path, man holding a coin, divine order, Ma'at. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, why do we have Ma'at, divine order, Temple Path, and man holding a coin? For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what is this divine order? What is this divine order? Saturn energy. There you go. All right, finally, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, things are manifesting for you. All right, we do have the Three of Wands over here, King of Wands, the Emperor card, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, your wheel of karma is changing. Now, especially Capricorn, you're ruled by Saturn, all right? Your karma over here is changing. And it's happening in a good way. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're coming out completely of a cycle over here where your back is turned to the past, maybe even to past cycles. Why the Emperor for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Why the Emperor? A lot of protection over here. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, again, you're ruled by Earth, right? So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns are going to move slower. And with that, with the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for Capricorn season, there's a little bit of a warning in the beginning of don't get too reckless. You know, especially again of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You are ruled by Earth. And so it feels like what Saturn is saying here is like, hey, act like a Earth. Well, ooh, let's see what this is. Act like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But by that, right, embodying that Earth energy, which is strong, it's rooted, it's grounded in its highest frequency, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Where's the mic over here? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I know you don't usually watch me, and I know my face isn't usually showing when I'm whispering in my readings. Hey, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I just want you to know that you have a 10 of Pentacles on the way. Okay, you have a 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant on the way, and so the 10 of Pentacles is the most abundant card of the entire deck. Everything's coming in for you, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But how does it come in? There's a warning here. You're about to hit it big, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And wherever you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your birth chart, you're about to hit it big. It's a good thing. However, what Spirit's saying is in this season, don't act too reckless. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Be grounded, be rooted, move slower. 11-11 as I say that. Because there's just a warning here, especially in Saturn season, the WTF. I whisper when the 10 of Pentacles comes out, sorry. Knight of Wands and then the 7 of Wands over here. Don't be too reckless, because this season is going to ask you, again, it's ruled by Saturn. It's going to ask you to move carefully. You have a big win, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on the way. 10 of Pentacles over here. Yeah, sorry if the 10 of Pentacles comes out. I just start whispering. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Your wheel of fate is turning. Why do we have the Wheel of Fortune for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? It's actually through conflict. And so Spirit's saying to really trust this season. We have the Wheel of Fortune. There's like a conflict, a battle, an argument. It leads to you turning your back completely and getting some sort of reward over here. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, why do we have 5 of Wands with the 9 of Cups? Why the 5 of Wands with the... You get through it. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Cups. You have such a wish fulfillment on the way. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. For this Capricorn season, there are some warnings here, but it leads to success. And so it feels like a roadmap to success over here. There's a conflict, and Spirit's saying be very smart. And just in general, all signs, and this is what I said about Capricorn season, cross T's, dot I's. Saturn is going to bless you, but it asks you to really see your foundation or take a look at your foundation. 5 of Wands with the 9 of Cups over here and the Wheel of Fortune. There's a conflict here, but be smart through the conflict. And also Spirit saying, don't be reckless. Like right now is the time of doing what is uncomfortable, doing what's kind of boring, but it's the right thing to do. Do that, because you're going to get a big reward over here. Now, why the 3 of Wands for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Oh, baby, you're going to get a big reward. 9 of Pentacles, and you have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is, hey, sometimes it's not boring. What's like the roadmap to success? Even say an overnight success, 99.9% of the time, it took hidden work. And that's exactly what Saturn represents, is your work that is hidden. It's not always seen, and it's not always rewarded right away, but it's a long-term result, long-term rewards. Wherever you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart, go look at that. Because wherever you have Earth in your chart, it's revealing this over here. Don't be too reckless this season. Now, this season is not the season to be reckless. It's Saturn season. Be mindful of how you react to certain situations. And as you get through these, because Saturn tests you. So as you get through these Saturn tests, you have a 10 of Pentacles, you have the Sun card, you have 6 of Swords, you have the 3 of Wands. Your name might be Joseph. Someone's messaging me named Joseph. We have the 3 of Wands over here. That's your back turned completely to the past, and a reward for your hard work over here. All right, so let's see some advice for the Earth signs, and then we're going to get to water signs next, all right? If anyone would like a mini reading, feel free to go to Cash App or PayPal, Goddess Energy 444. Say hello in the comments so that Let's see. Anshal, hello, Anshal. Hello to India. Jai Ma Kali Ma. Oh, there's a Joseph here too. Hello, Joseph. And a Yosef. Hello. All right. Let's see what the advice is for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is the advice for Capricorn season? What is the advice for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Yeah, being honest of whatever you need to be honest about in your life. What's going on that's a conflict that's negative, right? Like say, for example, you're not getting along with your sister. Capricorn season may bring that up. Say if this is happening, that's happening. Saturn is like, hey. And also for those of you who are just joining us now, listen, Linda, listen. We have one of the most magical portals in February 2026. We have Saturn and Neptune coming together. Dreams are realer than reality when it comes to that transit. And so the next 35 days are crucial. The next 35 days are going to determine, and time is, an illusion as well. So you could transcend all timelines and things like that. However, when it comes to Capricorn season, the decisions you make can definitely impact what it is that you receive moving forward, right? Because we're really stepping into very magical, potent energy. All right, and that's what Spirit's saying for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, we're going to go to the water signs now. Afterwards, these readings will be time-stamped for those of you who watch afterwards. Hello, hello, hello to South Africa. Hello, DPA. C444. Hello, hello. Hello to all the channel members too. Let's see, we're over here. Daragery official. Hello, hello. Feel free to put it in the comments below where it is that you have Capricorn in your birth chart. We're going to water signs now. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, so let's see for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water signs. What's coming up in this Saturn season and this Capricorn season? Oh, we got Jesus. There's no way Jesus was a Capricorn. A Capricorn would not do that. I don't know. I know nothing. Does anybody agree? A Capricorn would not have done all that. I think he was an Aquarius or a Pisces. Yeshua Jesus. I don't know. But like December 25th is his birthday. You know what? He could have had a sun in Capricorn and the rest of it could have been Pisces. I take that back. There's a whole birth chart. So he could have been a Capricorn. Grounding all the Pisces energy. All right, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What's coming in for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for Capricorn season? What is coming in for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? What's coming in for water signs for Capricorn season? All right, tap and put it in the comments below. The universe is always conspiring in my favor. What do we have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Oh, not Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We just did Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're doing water signs. For water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. For Capricorn season, what do we have for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio water signs for this Capricorn Saturn season? We do have yin yang, some duality. Let's see what this is. Duality, balance, maybe some twin flame energy. We do have the sun card over here, and we have the moon. Interesting. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio water signs. Yin yang, moon and the sun. Yin yang. All right, Taurus, not Taurus, Capricorn. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Water signs, you are yin-yanging. All right, for Capricorn season. For Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, what do we have for this Capricorn season? Why yin-yang and the sun? Whoa. Homeward traveler, completion, reunion, return, wanted to come out. All right. Madam, I wonder what is Gemini. We will do air signs next. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Much love to Greece. Greece is beautiful. What do we have for water signs? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. For Capricorn season, why yin yang and the sun? Why yin yang and the sun? Life force, emotions, memory, water, spirit. Okay, connect with the spirit of water and the spirit of earth. All right, there might definitely be something about earth and water over here. We do have rising energy surge, fertility, the green man over here. You could be seeing the number 777 or 444. All right, let's see what this is. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Greetings to Greece. We have 2 Earth angels in Greece. You know what's so funny? I said Earth Angel without even seeing, like I scroll and the comment is Earth Angel. And I didn't even see that comment. And I also said it, I don't usually like just rolls off really quickly. So Earth Angels to you both from Greece. That came out very quickly. Norma, hello Norma. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What do we have for the Capricorn season? Saturn energy for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ooh, you're a Gemini dealing with the Capricorn. We're going to be doing air signs next, so stay tuned. All right, what do we have for water signs? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have water spirit, emotions, memory, and life force. Yin, yang, and the sun. For Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for Saturn season, for Capricorn season. What do we have for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for yin, yang, the sun, emotions, memory, and life force? You are declared innocent. You got abundance on the way. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you are declared innocent by God, though, actually. You have judgment here, and you're not even innocent. Innocence, a fresh new start. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, and if anyone would like a mini tarot reading, feel free to Cash App or PayPal Goddess Energy 444. Hello, Norma, a Pisces from Namibia. I believe I pronounced that correctly. I'm trying to see it over here. I believe there's an I after the M. All right, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. By the end of this reading, you have blessings coming in. You're going to see the fruits of your labors. Okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yes, if anyone would like a card reading, feel free to Cash App. Anyone could, or rather, if anyone could put it in the comments below, the moderators, you can Cash App or PayPal Goddess Energy 444 for a mini reading. All right, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're making investments by the end of this reading, but let's see. Okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, emotions, memory, and life force, yin, yang, and the sun. Why do we have judgment for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Why do we have the Fool card for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? And why the 7? Wealth has been declared upon your life. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, we do have vision, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have yin, yang here. I don't see anybody here, Pisces, Cancer. This is about you here. I see nobody else. And so with the yin yang, light and dark, right? Your inner light and shadow, like, you know, can you see my shadow reflection? Kind of over here. For those of you who are just joining, we're doing construction on the tarot room. And so we got like a little trifold over here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, wealth has been declared as judgment upon your life. Interesting. Judgment card is ruled by Pluto. Now, Pluto does rule wealth, but it rules hidden wealth. And so with Pluto, Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, and that is judgment over here. Pluto is wealth, but it's hidden wealth. And so it's kind of like the wealth that you have to work for it. Kind of like Saturn. People don't see Saturn and Pluto as wealth planets. Absolutely. And now for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, tap in where if you want to work with true wealth, it's not just Jupiter. If you want to manifest money, wealth, prosperity, abundance, tap into Saturn, tap into Pluto. When you tap into those, number one, you're also going to work with it's going to help you release the blockages of your Jupiter. Pluto is hidden wealth. It has everything to do with the subconscious. Saturn is your discipline, your foundation. Why, if you're working with Jupiter, water signs, and it's not working, why is it not working? You want to tap into the hidden wealth. And then that will just increase your Jupiter anyway. But often do I see people jump to Jupiter for wealth, and then they're like, well, I've been doing it for years and nothing's manifesting. Pluto is actually one of the wealthiest planets than even Jupiter. But it's hidden, and it asks you to work for it. And I have chills as I'm saying that. And then when it comes to Saturn, Saturn actually also blesses you if you're in alignment with Saturn. Saturn will bless you. Where I find it interesting that for me, does anyone else resonate that their Saturn return was better than any other Saturn transit? And everyone kept telling me of like Saturn return, this, and that. My Saturn return blessed me more than any other Saturn transit. However, it's because I did start years before my Saturn return of like, nope, I'm not having that kind of Saturn return that people talk about. And so I concentrated on Saturn years before the Saturn shift. And that's just something that anyone could do. It doesn't have to do is be, about a Saturn return. When Saturn's going to shift, work with how it will impact you years in advance. And so when it comes, you're not like, oh, lessons. I knew what was coming years in advance, and so I prepared for it. And that's the thing about astrology. It's like a forecast. For those who are on the Patreon, I call it an astrology forecast because it kind of is. I would say it's more accurate than the weather. They say it's raining and, maybe it might rain. With astrology, if you know what's coming, you have free will and power to rise above and transcend the karmic aspects of those transits and those placements. And so water signs, you got wealth declared upon your life over here. We do have Ace of Pentacles. We have Ace of Pentacles and Judgment. So this is wealth being declared upon your life. There's a judgment upon your life of more prosperity. We have the Fool card and the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning over here. You get a fresh, brand new start. We do have Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillments coming in. Why Nine of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles over here? Why Nine of Cups? Somebody now is here. Okay, we didn't have anybody here. Now there's somebody here. Who is this, water signs? They come in very quickly. And very quickly. All right, you have the Knight of Swords over here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water signs. So that's what you need to know in general. Your abundance is increasing, water signs. And just really holding on to that. Wealth has been declared upon your life for Capricorn season, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Saturn energy, right? Saturn is in Pisces. Tap into it. Now, who is this? Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ooh, someone's coming in. Two of Cups with the Page of Cups over here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Why Knight of Swords with the Lovers? Okay. Still wealth and prosperity. Okay. Over here. Somebody's coming in. Now we have investments and making investments. And investments is not just prosperity. It's time. It's energy, etc. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water signs. What I see for Capricorn season is wealth is declared upon your life. All right. Saturn has, especially Pisces, and I read for Pisces, Saturn's been in your sign for a long time. Years. Okay. So Saturn's been getting you ready for not only Capricorn season of 2026, but we will also have a Saturn shift out of Pisces into Aries in January, February as well. All right. So tap into it. Knight of Swords, someone's going to invest in you. And this could be love. It could be wealth and prosperity. Somebody's going to invest into you, but why? And I think the overall bigger picture, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you are investing into yourself, and people are now, the universe is responding by investing into you. All right. And that's what I'm seeing over here. Well, but it's divine. Judgment card with Ace of Pentacles. Wealth has been declared upon your life. All right. And you're going to start to see a positive increase of abundance. And, again, when we speak of abundance from the eye of Lakshmi, it's not just wealth and like money, right? It could be more than that. It could be love. It could be energy, time, whatever it may be. All right. So let's get some advice. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What's advice for Capricorn season? This wealth and prosperity. What's advice for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? I don't know if it's just because the Pisces are here and some of this Pisces energy what that I've been reading for the Pisces lately has been of be very mindful of the people around you. Chariot card, you're moving forward. So just be mindful of the people around you. How, if we're doing what we need to do, how does energy get leaked in? People, right? And so having the necessary boundaries to not have any leaky energy. Three of Cups, Hermit card, the Strength card. There's definitely something with you and people, like friends, relationships. Why the Hermit card for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for Capricorn? Oh, Jesus Christ. You motherfuckers. You know what's so funny? Well, when I was showing my face, I would show my face and whisper. But I've been like pulling the 10 of Pentacles and not showing my face in the readings. And I've just been whispering whenever the 10 of Pentacles comes out, okay? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Look at you. 10 of Pentacles, boom. Burberry. I get a message about a Burberry. At the same time, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, tap in. Your wealth is increasing. Put it in the comments below right now. Even if you're not a water sign, you probably have water somewhere in your chart. My wealth is increasing in all ways. And do it 3 times. My wealth is increasing all ways. And say it another time for the 1 time. My wealth is increasing in all ways. Okay, water signs, but solitude. Okay, and so Capricorn, Saturn energy, right? Saturn can also be restrictive. It's not necessarily a bad, for those of you who have felt like, I'm trying to hang out, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and the universe just keeps putting me over here, you know? Ha, Joseph. Your name might be Joseph, it may resonate with you. You know, it's like, I'm trying to get with this person, I'm trying to be with that person, I'm trying to like go see my mom, I'm trying to go see my dad, and it's just not working out. The universe is secluding you because you have this coming in. All right. The universe is secluding you because you have this coming in. And so, you know, you may want to do this and do that. Those plans don't work out. Water signs, you are being secluded divinely. And it's not to say that you're going to be alone and this, and that. But when the plans don't work out, when you had these plans to go there and see this person and that person, or that friend starts acting weird or this or that, this is what's coming in for you. All right, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Why the 3 of Cups for advice for this reading? Why the 3 of Cups for advice? There will be people who will come with you, and there will be people who don't. And the people who come with you, you're going to know who they are. These people are going to be the ones that were very true to you. But what Spirit is saying is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you have a huge shift, a big one, of an overall quality of life. Some people will come with you, some people will not, and that's okay. This is also going to require a lot of boundaries, of knowing thyself, protecting your energy. Why the Strength card here for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Why the Strength card here? Yeah, I see you having to be strong over here. It says influence. Why the 8 of Swords? Why do we have the 8 of Swords here for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? There's something from the past over here that you're going to be set free from. This could be overall. You know, the Strength card is inner strength. And so it could be a part of you. Yes. Joseph. Om Barmo Ushnisha Vimale Hum Fat. And what does that mean? So that mantra right there, it is transcending the lower karmic timelines. And so say, for example, right, we have, say, for example, a retrograde. Oh my God, all the planets are on retrograde and the tarot reader told me all these lessons are going to come in. Not necessarily. You have free will. Astrology can be karmic. Astrology can be a lower timeline. You don't have to be on an infinite loops of learning, for example, certain lessons that you've already learned. This mantra also helps with premature death, right? 3333 as soon as I say that. And by that, I'm not speaking of physical. It could be a death cycle. A death cycle you are not fated to go down. Om Padmo Ushnisha Vimale Hum Fat. And that is in the mantra. That mantra rather is in our Patreon as well, where I go over it. But if you say that mantra, it can help you actually with even some of the Saturn energy and with lower forms of karma that you do not have to repeat. All right, but that's what I'm seeing over here. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the Hangman over here. All right, there are things from the past. And that's Saturn energy, water signs. So, and that, again, that is the energy of Saturn. Saturn wants you to do the work. Saturn is going to bless you, but he's not so nice in the fact that he wants you to do the work. He wants you to work on the foundation, right? So it's like, oh, I want an increase of wealth and prosperity. Okay, you can have it. It means that you need to heal this. It means that you need to leave that person. And it means that we need to have like a daily routine, you know, things like that. So Saturn's going to give it to you, but Saturn's also asking you to put in your part of what's already yours. All right. That's what I have for you water signs over here. I love it. It's beautiful energy. All right. We have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck over here. I promised you, Geminis, air signs. So let's do some air signs over here. You could have an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, anywhere in your birth chart. Feel free to put it in the comments below. Where do you have Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini? We all have it somewhere in our birth charts. It's funny. I had always said the joke, there's no way Jesus Christ was a Capricorn. Ace of Swords, truth. Maybe it's true. But then I thought, well, and feel free to either agree with this theory or not agree with it, or banter with me, that Jesus, maybe he had a sun in Capricorn and maybe the rest of it was Pisces. Because a Capricorn would have never done that. Would a Capricorn do that? No. I think Jesus, Yeshua, I don't think we could find his birth chart anywhere though, but it would be very interesting to decipher it if he had one. All right. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, where do you have it in your chart? Feel free to put it in the comments below. Hello, Judy Martin. How are you? Hello, Steve. Aquarius, Moon. I love it. Put it in the comments below where you have Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. I am a Libra Mars. I don't want to fight. I want us to get all the details. I want to study, and we're going to go over all the different sides and come to a median conclusion, a balanced conclusion. Find some sort of balance in it all. So that's where I have my Libra. Let's see. Could you please tell me when my boyfriend and I will get married and whether he will succeed in obtaining residency in the country he wants? If anyone would like a personal mini reading, we're going to be doing them at the end of each of the readings. So feel free to Cash App or PayPal Goddess Energy 444. He is exactly right. He's definitely Pisces. And I mean, if he has a Capricorn sun, I'm sorry, the whole rest of the chart was Pisces. The whole rest of the chart. There's no way. Ooh, another Aquarius moon. All right, put it in the comments below where you have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We are doing the air sign reading. Divine Mother, Divine Father, Holy Spirit of God. I have a little bit of Aquarius in there. I have 2 Aquarius placements. What do we have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Jupiter in Libra. Okay. What do we have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for Capricorn season? Tap in. Put it in the comments below where you have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What do we have for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius for Capricorn season? For Capricorn season, what do we have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Ooh, the crossroads. One door leads to spirit, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like it's been rough for Gemini risings. Oh. We have the Sun card over here. Saturn in Pisces is also, and also North Node in Pisces, is affecting mutable signs the most, which Gemini is also a mutable sign. What you got for Capricorn right now? We are doing air signs right now. Hello, George Jameson. You said hi, sis, but I don't know if you're sis or bro or they. So hello. Hypno Fairy, 7th house Pisces. I love it. All right. My Pisces is in the house of Venus, of love and beauty and art and creativity and just Pisces. Indecision, door to spirit. Hence why I focus on the earth and the earth placements. What do we have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? We have indecision, unknown, unknown, door to spirit. You got many doors, but only one of those doors leads to spirit. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Which door leads to spirit? Which path? Which road? Let's see. Hello. Hello, Paul. How are you? All right. I can't wait to see you all for the retreat next year. This has been the longest since we've had like any in-person retreats or ceremonies. I just can't wait to physically gather with you all. You know how Jehovah's believe he was born in October? Oh, I didn't know that. That's it. I love learning new things. I did not know that. So Jehovah Witnesses believe he was born in October. That would make sense too. A Libra, he just wants balance. That would make sense. Awesome. So let's get some cards. We'll get 3 cards and I'll go take a look at the questions again. What do we have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for Capricorn season? Why indecision and door to spirit for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Why indecision and door to spirit for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? And this is why we're having this reading. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, we're not going to let this happen. No, 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 no. There's choices, but there's a lot of doors here. Only one door leads to spirit. It's like a pick a door. You know, like those magic tricks of like pick a door, pick a thing. You want to try to, not that there's a wrong one. There's not a wrong one. There's only lessons and teachings. Oh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I do see that there was a bad decision. It may have led to spirit. Let's see. For Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, for Capricorn season, why do we have indecision and door to spirit? Why Ace of Swords for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for Capricorn season? Oh, a lot of swords. I mean, you are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Why do we have, why do we have 6 of Swords for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for Capricorn season? Why 6 of Swords? Oh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Don't move like a sword, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You do rule Knight of Swords, but Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Knight of Swords is your energy. It's the quickest moving sword in the deck. We're in Capricorn season. Capricorn season for all signs. We do not move too quickly with Saturn, because Saturn moves slow. Why 2 of Coins in reverse for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for Capricorn season? No. I'm your spiritual bestie. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Why the World card for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for... It leads to lessons and teachings, but Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, don't fumble the bag. That's what this reading is saying, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You got a big blessing on the way. You know when you get those big blessings, then it's like, oh, something happens, or that happened, or this happened. No. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, tap in. You get a big blessing, and then a decision that you make leads to a big spiritual awakening. Don't fumble the bag. Hey, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If this is past or present, I don't know. But if it's future, let's tap in right here. You have a big blessing, Saturn energy. But Saturn's going to want to make sure that you can hold it. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I'm going to be really honest that what I see here is a big blessing and then boom, a conflict, big spiritual awakening, Death card, High Priestess, World card, following your intuition. You get a really big blessing, but this big blessing is going to require Saturn energy. Big energy requires Saturn. Saturn may seem like an a-hole to some people, but Saturn has true boundaries. Saturn is the truth. Ace of Swords. This is true to you. However, I see a conflict with someone here that leads to a big spiritual awakening, and it leads to leaky energy. And so kind of like minding your business in a sense, in the ways that you can. What I also see here is, making smart decisions. Being mindful of who you mingle with. Oh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Petra. Hi, Marlon. He was born in springtime. Let's see. What are you doing for Christmas? So for Christmas, my family, I come from a very Christian, family. I don't celebrate, the big holidays I've shifted into our own type of meanings. So I do have an almost 7-year-old, so he knows about Christmas. And we celebrate just in a different way where we keep a Christmas tree, and we've done this the past 3 years. We have a Christmas tree that we put near the ancestral altar, and we put pictures of the ancestors or different heirlooms, things like that. And instead of leaving offerings and cookies to Santa, we actually leave offerings to the ancestors. And so we give thanks for all that has been. You know, we try to focus more on gratitude and like enjoying the people in our lives than like the marketing, right, of Christmas season of like, let's just buy things. And then we never like, what's the point of going to a Christmas tree? I never see you as my family member. We never speak. We don't probably even like each other, but we're going to buy something, you know, it's just, so we're trying to do a different kind of Christmas in our fourth house, in our household with my son. And we focus more on the ancestors, on gratitude, and yeah, and celebrating through that way. You know, and so that's our plans for Christmas. Feel free to put your Christmas plans in the comments below too, even how you feel about Christmas, how you choose to celebrate. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh, I'm on your side. I'm on your side here. All right, let's not fumble the bag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You get something really big and then people come into your life and they cause all this havoc and chaos. Oh, Jesus Christ. What do we have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius for the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands? Why the Two of Pentacles in reverse and this Five of Wands? Oh, Jesus Christ. You get a big blessing, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Avoid karmic people. Avoid karmic cycles. If you see a red flag, do not walk into it, please. You get from the Ten of Pentacles, blessings, blessings. Two of Pentacles in reverse. And everything's with our decisions. Temperance card, okay? There could be balance coming in. Temperance card. I like that card. Balance, peace, and tranquility. You have two different options. It's always going to lead to spirit. So I do see Death card, High Priestess, and turns into a spiritual awakening. But did we have to go through that? I don't know. For Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, for Capricorn season, why Death card and the High Priestess? Why Death card and the High Priestess? You got a lot of swords here. I mean, you are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This will be a lesson, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, about being reckless, moving too fast, and making careful decisions. A sword, it can be sharp. The shadow side of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is like not thinking, right? Too much going on in the mind for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, which does rule the mind. But you get a big blessing and kind of just as quickly turns really negative. And it's through people. It's through a conflict. So let's actually get this here. For Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, why Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords? Yeah, confirmation. Oh. Doors, roads, and paths. Pick the right door. Pick the right path. And there's no right door or path, but they all lead to, we all have choices in life. One of them leads to death, transformation, conflict, imbalance, this, that. Pray for clarity, pray for truth. Pray for truth, pray for clarity. Pray for the road or path to be revealed. Why Ten of Pentacles with the Six of Swords? Why Ten of Pentacles with the Six of Swords for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Oh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands. You get a big blessing. A reward for your hard work, and you deserve it. But what Spirit is saying here is like, yeah, you got exactly what you deserve, but we all have choices. And that's what this reading is showing. Now, how does Libra, Gemini, Aquarius experience this Five of Wands? What is this Five of Wands for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Oh. Family or your lover? Or just someone really close to you? It's like a family or a lover. Why the Two of Swords for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here? Why Two of Swords here for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? For the Ten of Pentacles. You're being protected over here. Now, you are being protected, but what Spirit's also saying here is there's something just about accountability and choices. Now, you do have a Two of Swords where something's cut out, and I see you finally happy But this happens after a big blessing, and it brings a lot of emotions. Now, why the Death card, High Priestess, and the World card for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Tricky tricks over here with the Seven of Swords. Choices, right? So Seven of Swords, we have the Star card. Be very mindful. We do have hope, peace, this, that. When you get exactly what you prayed for, also pray for the wisdom to maintain and to multiply it. And in general, right? 10 of Pentacles. I'm just going deep in the reading for you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What does this represent? Peace, right? It could be wealth and money, all that stuff. But what is it if there's no peace? Temperance card, peace. We pray for the blessings. We pray for the 10 of Pentacles, but yet we see chaos. And then we wonder why the 10 of Pentacles is leaked. We wonder why we get spiritually attacked. Because we pray for the blessings. And then once we receive them, I'm just speaking in general when it comes to collective energy, right? And people in general, I'm sure we've all noticed this in our own lives. I have, where and I could see it, in other people now too. When we realize this of like, oh, chasing excitement, chaos, or this or that. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, if this hasn't happened for you yet, this is a warning that you have a big blessing and you don't have to lose it. You don't have to fumble the bag. You don't have to fumble the blessing here. But Spirit is giving a warning, door to Spirit, indecision, roads and choices here. When you get the blessing that you prayed for, do not chase chaos at all. Just maintain peace. Maintain balance, maintain order, do whatever it is to maintain this. But once you get the blessing that you prayed for, what Spirit is saying is start to make different choices. Why 7 of Swords with the Star card for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Yeah, because Libra, I'm on your side, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm on your side here. Because it can lead to a 10 of Swords of something that you don't see. Of moving too quickly. Having too much hope, faith, and trust. Like too much of like, oh, well, everything's okay. Everything's going to be fine. I just got my blessing and yeah. And then you walked straight into like, you got the blessing and then you walked straight into Judas kind of thing, And that's what this reading is showing over here is, don't get the big blessing and then start to... And not the word delusional or not the word like a big head or anything like that, but don't get the blessing and then act like there's no danger. And there is no danger, right? We're safe, but making smart decisions, that in a day you could have this, in a day you could have that, but being mindful of that. And that's what Spirit's saying here. Okay, so what's the overall advice for this reading for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Overall advice. You have a win on the way. And that's exactly what this reading said. You have a win on the way. How would you miss out on this blessing? By people issues or property issues. 4 of Pentacles, there's something here. And you can avoid it. Okay, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I do see big blessings. Pray to maintain and to multiply them. When you get the blessing, make smart decisions. Truth. Then this is your energy. Not Pisces. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is you and your power, and this is you and your truth over here. Okay, big blessings on the way. I do see a potential of fumbling the blessing or the bag through decisions you make. And so just be mindful. Move very slow in this season. Just as quickly as something comes in, things can happen just as quickly. Avoid people who are karmic. Avoid chaos in any way that you can. Right, and there definitely was a message here, though, about peace, because I see conflict and all these things right after. Avoid those things if you can. All right, that's what I have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So we got fire signs left, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is last but not least. All right, put it in the comments below where you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There we go, Leo energy over here. All right, let's see. All right, put it in the comments below where you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God. Let's grab these cards over here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season. Tap in. Thank you, Marlon. Yeah, I'm switching up I'm switching up this whole room. I forgot that my fourth house is Capricorn. And so I'm like redoing my home, and then I'm like, oh, it's Capricorn season. That's my house season. So I actually forgot about that, but intuitively just doing all this stuff. But yeah, we're trying to paint this entire room. Funny that I picked out the blue. The blue is number 144 from Home Depot. It's 144 over here for the color blue. And I did not plan that. I felt like it was the right blue. It was 144 on it. All right. So in about a week or so, whenever it does, yo dog, what's up? Most deadliest animals. Cool. Super Key Light. Hi, sweet soul. Hello. Thank you for being here, Super Key Light. Did you change your name? I always recognize when like someone has changed their name, and maybe it's just it's like a different perspective from here of seeing the little icon. Before, a few years ago, the like on this end, like YouTubers, we could barely see your pictures, and now we could see it bigger. You know, I'm like, I don't even know who they are, but I could feel their energy. Now, what do we have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season? All right, put it in the comments below. Where do you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Divine Mother, my seventh house is Aries. Divine Mother, Father, Holy Spirit of God for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do we have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season? Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you actually got similar cards, but not the same ones exactly. Choices that lead to joy and happiness. Okay, a little bit different than the air signs. There's still something here about choices. Are you an alien? That's a trick question. From asking from strange, yes. Alien, okay. My opinion on aliens is that aliens are just starseeds. Alien is a consciousness. And I do believe that aliens are just more of starseed and galactic energy. I don't believe in aliens in the sense of, like Hollywood and movies and things like that. All right. Okay, what do we have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season? Why do we have indecision, the unknown, and the sun card? For Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, why do we have indecision and the sun? Why do we have indecision and the sun for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? You're making good decisions. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, tap in. You are making good decisions here. And there's no such thing as good or bad, just the lessons that decisions bring us, right? Choices. So we make choices. This happens. It's not good or bad. But I will say, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you've done a lot of work. You've been holding on, and it's leading to perhaps a victory over here. Put it in the comments below where you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hello, Carolyn. How are you? A Scorpio. Hello. I have a Scorpio tattoo. I'm not a Scorpio, but I love Scorpionic energy. What do we have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season? Why the Nine of Wands for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season? Could have been working on emotions. Why Judgment card for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season? Why the Chariot card for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Why the Chariot card for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? You're not getting in your own way anymore, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Oh, your Venus is in Aries. Your favorite colors are yellow and gold. I love yellow and gold as well. Venus is in Aries. Yeah, tap in the comments below where you have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you've been working on... Yeah. Let me shift my message a little bit with this card that just came out. Speaking of Venus and Aries, Venus rules wealth. Emotions is wealth. Water is wealth. And so, excuse my little coughs here and there. And so, with the Ace of Pentacles here, The emotional work you've been doing is leading to wealth. And should I mention this? If the card says yes, I will mention it. Should I mention this story on wealth and emotions to the collective? Yes. And it's the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. So this is a story on wealth and prosperity. So I am a medicine woman. Like, this tarot stuff that I do is maybe this much of what I do, and I do just so much more, but I am a medicine woman, and I've held shamanic retreats all over the United States and in Puerto Rico. There was one ceremony where a woman cried the whole time. And I mean, just cried the whole time. And she was upset. And she said, I didn't pay for this to cry. And we had this conversation of, well, sometimes when it comes, I will say they apologized days after. So they came to me and the medicine man, both of us holding the space. And they said, I'm so sorry for what I said in that ceremony, or like after whatever it is that she had said. So blockages of wealth is not just physical. It's the way that you think. It is sometimes your old trauma. Because what do we have here? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. By the end of this, we have self-sabotage. And so, oftentimes, even spiritual services, right? Like I always say, where do you invest your time, energy, and money? Go check out your Venus, invest it there. It will always give it back to you. Always. It's not always going to be overnight, or like the next second or this or that. You check out what sign your Venus is in and then the house. And if you invest in that, you will see an ROI. That is your spiritual return of investment. And so with the self-sabotaging behavior, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There is some healing that you go through that you receive abundance and prosperity for. It's just also and let me actually, before I go there, investing, say, in spirituality and spiritual services, right? I'm someone that I would much rather, I could easily spend $500 on a coaching or mentorship session. I may be like, $500 for that, but a coaching, mentorship, a spiritual service, a retreat, but that's also my Venus. So my Venus is in Pisces in the 5th house of beauty, wealth, not wealth. Well, yeah, it is 5th house. So beauty, wealth, whatever Venus is, the 5th house, creativity, all of that different stuff. And so, like, for example, for me, and that's just everyone, I think in general too, when you invest in yourself in whatever way, even if it's the unseen, you're going to get an ROI. You will have an investment in your life. You will see rather the returns of your investment. Oftentimes people think of like, I don't want to do that healing session. What is that going to give me? Do you know how many times I've gone into a healing session and I get money out of nowhere? Right after I leave the healing session? Our blockages of wealth and prosperity are not always physical. And it's a lot of reprogramming of the mind of like, well, if I do this, then I'm going to get this back. Patriarchal programs and structures are saying, well, if I do this, I'm going to get it back right away. That's just not how energy works, or not always how it goes. What I do see here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I actually see you focusing on your emotions. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we have the Sun card. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you may be making decisions more of just like, well, what's going to make me happy? What's going to make me happy? That could make me whatever, but is it going to make me happy? And you started prioritizing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I see you prioritizing how you feel rather than anything else. And it brings in the wealth and prosperity and joy. Over here, we have the Hangman with Judgment. So there's been a big shift in perspective. Why the Hangman and Judgment for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Capricorn season? 7 of Pentacles. You do have, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may be focusing more on like the watery energy of emotions and spirituality. And it's actually improving your entire life here. And it asks us to reprogram where we think that if we invest in this, or rather the fear to invest and spend money on things that you're not going to see something come right back. Yes, you will, if you believe it. You can always receive an ROI if you believe it. Why the Seven of Pentacles with the Hermit card for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Oh my gosh, like I'm seeing you so happy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But you're sort of prioritizing how you feel over everything else, and it's working for you. For Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, for Capricorn season, why Five of Swords? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing. And it's not that you don't want anything at all. I see success here. Eight of Coins. I have chills as I say that. But there's been a shift in perspective here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is a very happy version of you, a very aligned version of you. Why the Three of Wands for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and why the Chariot card? Why the Chariot card here for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? We do have the Emperor over here, so that's your energy. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. Why the Ten of Swords here for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Ah, okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yes, Capricorn season is going to ask you, because we have the Page of Pentacles. We do have a Five of Coins, rather. So what Spirit's saying, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is like how you feel, truly. And creating a life that feels good to you. I do see some shifts and changes in prosperity over here. But ultimately, I see a brand new life that it's like going to make your heart smile, your soul smile over here. All right. Why the Six of Wands here for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may even say walk away from things that just no longer serve you. We have Page of Wands with the Eight of Cups over here. Just really prioritizing how you feel, your joy, yeah, all of that over of like what something looks like in your life. All right. Now, what's the overall advice for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here? What is the overall advice for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? You have a beautiful soulmate coming in here. Why the Lovers card for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You know, on the tarot readings where it's like, oh, this is going great. Never mind. Never mind. Why do we have the Justice card for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? No, you're so protected, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Are you dealing with a Libra? It says it says maybe. Maybe you're dealing with the Libra over here. We have Libra energy, the Devil card. We have the Tower card over here. Justice, the Nine of Cups over here. Why King of Wands for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Okay, you know what time it is, right? You know what time it is. It's time for the Ten of Pentacles, because we just pulled out the Ten of Pentacles, okay? If anyone's wondering why I whisper, whenever the Ten of Pentacles comes out, I always whisper, you know, just, you motherfuckers. About 2 years ago, the Ten of Pentacles kept coming out, and I kept saying, you mother. Ten of Pentacles, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's going to come in quick. It's going to come in quick. As you look at that Ace of Swords, truth. How does this Ten of Pentacles come in? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. How does this Ten of Pentacles come in? It comes in. Now, I will say you release someone very karmic. It could be a past lover for some of you. It could be a past lover. It is very karmic. It is not great. This person, this past lover, only brings chaos and strife. And I don't really use those words. I don't use the word like strife. This person brings strife into your life. And I have chills as I say that. All right. Devil card is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So interesting here. I see you really working on a lot of things. I see you prioritizing joy and prioritizing how you feel in your life. I do see that you purged out, man, whoever this, for some of you, this is a past lover. It could also be a parent. This person is and taken out of your life, but it's divine justice. Divine justice is upon your life. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you are about to get the Ten of Pentacles too. Okay. That's what I have for you over here. It's beautiful energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you are focused in this whole reading more is about how you feel, but by the end of it, you actually get a 10 of Pentacles. 555 as soon as I say that. And this 10 of Pentacles is also going to come in, though. There is, again, a past lover. It could be a parent. There's someone there that is just like your devil card in your life. And they're going to be taken out of your life. All right. And it leads to wealth and prosperity. I'm going to read the comments over here. Okay, there we go. That's all we had to do. Let's see. Hello there, Daniel. How are you? I'm happy that the Pisces readings resonate. Venus and Aries, Earth Angel. All right, now that's what I have for all of you today. I hope that it resonates in a positive way. We're going to go in afterwards and do the timestamps of, we did all of them. We did water signs, we did earth signs, we did fire signs, we did air signs. Yes, we did all of the signs today. Feel free to go to 144bluerosetemple.com/services. You could book a personal tarot reading that I sent out to you, a private one-on-one session with me, Akashic records for past lives and soul contract work, or to join our Patreon, which is an online mystery school of just different teachings, rituals, and more. That's patreon.com/bluerosemysteryschool. Feel free to check it out. All right. Yes, thank you, Danielle. But we will be back for some more Pisces and Ancient Souls readings throughout the week. All right, check your emails for an email newsletter this week from me. Patreon, you also have a few things that were uploaded today, and feel free to also share. Should I put in the Patreon how to work with Saturn, how to hack Saturn? Should I put that in the Patreon? We might put in the Patreon how to hack Saturn, how to hack all of those placements when it comes to wealth. That's going to be in tier 2. So what are the hidden planets in astrology that you can hack for wealth? Or what's your personal matrix hacks? That's all in your astrology chart. We're going to do that. I'm going to write it down right now. For the Patreon for this week, there's a few other things we're uploading too that I already shared. But for Patreon tier 2 only, for tier 2 of Blue Rose Mystery School on Patreon, I'm going to reveal how to tap into your hidden wealth according to astrology using Saturn, Pluto. Now people avoid Pluto. Pluto is like, oh, death card. No. Pluto is the planet of wealth. Pluton is like it is Hades, but a deity of wealth. Sometimes they associate them separately, but it's really just Hades. It's of wealth, but it's hidden treasures. How does Saturn affect? Huh? I don't know how Saturn affects that. That's a good question. I'm not gonna answer that. Sorry, I'm not gonna answer that. Saturn's telling me not to answer that. Are you a giant ant eater? No, I don't eat ants. I really love sometimes just what's shared here. It's very random. I love it. Okay. All right. There we go. That's what I have for you. I hope that it resonates in a positive way. Let's grab some messages for all signs, for the chosen ones for Capricorn season. All right. Chosen ones, tap in. What is a message for all signs? Closing messages for Capricorn season. What do we have for Capricorn season? Think twice. And that's exactly what Capricorn season will always reveal, and Saturn will always reveal. Think twice. Saturn, again, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I'm on your side. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, do not get the 10 of Pentacles, the big blessing, and then get into conflicts. Don't do that. We have think twice over here for all signs, though, for Capricorn season. When things seem so obvious, there may be more to it than the surface appears. And that is exactly what Capricorn or Saturn energy is always going to reveal for us. All right. Don't underestimate the situation. Think twice and explore it more deeply before taking action. This is amazing advice for Capricorn season. Move slow. Do not take things as they are face up front. Move very slow. There's things in the unseen. Let's look at the foundation. You may have to approach it differently. And that's what Saturn over here, what Capricorn season is telling all of us. How absolutely means, I hope they step in a random Lego. That's a spell. Words are spelling. Sorry. Like imagine like thinking someone, I don't know, this is just intrusive thoughts. Imagine thinking someone's wishing you like ill will or like evil eye, and they're in their mind like, I hope that person steps on a Lego. I have Legos in my house. Stop. I appreciate you and your channel. I appreciate you too evolving. I appreciate you too. All right. Closing out the year of the serpent, the year of evolution. That's really what this year has been, is evolution, transformation, and change. All right. What do we have for Think Twice, for Saturn season, for Capricorn season, for all signs? Why think twice? We do have life force energy over here and Apollo divine messages. All right. Why life force energy for Think Twice? Kindness and nurturing. And we have safe space over here. So with life force energy is your chi. It's your inner gold. It's your Reiki energy. Life force energy is the energy that we exchange with everyone. In Reiki sessions and healing sessions, that's what life force energy is. Life force energy is wealth as well. Life force energy is the energy that you exchange and share with a partner. All of that is life force energy. And so there's something here with the divine messages and kindness and nurturing, taking your time. Things may be more, things may not be so great under the surface. Things may also be a little bit better than you think with the kindness and nurturing. Why do we have life force energy here? We have Ra, share your gift, and then we do have believe in yourself and Nana Ishtar over here. So Ra, Anana, or Guan Yin can resonate with you, or Apollo. What I do see over here, though, is making careful decisions, right? Things can be better than they seem. Things can be worse than they seem. And so let's take the time to actually explore the situation before jumping into it, or before running and jumping to conclusions. What is another message of advice for Capricorn Saturn season? What is another message of advice? Patience. That's everything to do. And then, that's Saturn energy, cause and effect, divine intelligence, synchronicity. I do this, this happens, right? So like for the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius reading, I get a big blessing. The conflict comes like right after, or this or that. Those are all Saturn lessons, right? Choices that we all make, and where they lead and what doors they open. Patience, moving slow, because everything has cause and effect, and that's everything that Saturn has to teach us. I'm going to put this week, I'm writing it down along with everything else that we're going to be uploading to the Patreon. All Patreon members, you are invited December 29th. We're going to be doing a live just for Patreon members, some mystery school, maybe some even free tarot readings as well, and more. So feel free to go join the Patreon to be able to join us live on December 29th. But that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. And I will be back for more readings this week for Pisces and for all of the ancient souls out there. All right. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your night, your day, wherever you are, whoever you are.